Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om
Om Namo
Namo Bhagavate
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatir Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, thank you very much for joining today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. We are going to read Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, Chapter 5 and Sloka number 27. Let me share my screen so that we can all read together. तस्मिस्तदा लब्धरुचिर्महामते तस्मिस्तथा लब्धरुचिर्महामते प्रियार्षवस्य अस्खलितमतिर्मम प्रियार्षवस्य अस्खलितमतिर्मम ययायम् एतत्सत् असत् स्वयमायया ययाहम् एतत्सत् असत् स्वमायया पश्ये मयि ब्राह्मणि कल्पिते परे पश्ये मयि ब्राह्मणि कल्पितं परे तस्मिस्तथा लब्धरुचिर्महामते प्रियार्षवस्य अस्खलितमतिर्मम ययाहम् एतत्सत् असत् स्वमायया पश्ये मयि ब्राह्मणि कल्पितं परे. Word by word meaning. Tasmin, it being so, tada, at that time, labda, achieved, ruchi, taste, mahamate, O great sage, priyarshavashi, upon the Lord, askalitamati, uninterrupted attention, mama, mine, yaya, by which, aham, I, etat, all these, sat asat, gross and subtle, swamayaya, one's own ignorance, pashye, see, mayi, in me, brahmani, the supreme, kalpitam, is accepted, pare, in the transcendence. Translation and purport given by His Divine Grace, His Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O great sage, as soon as I got a taste of the personality of Godhead, my attention to hear of the Lord was unflinching. And as my taste developed, I could realize that it was only in my ignorance that I had accepted gross and subtle coverings. For both the Lord and I are transcendental. Purport. Ignorance in material existence is compared to darkness. And in all Vedic literatures, the personality of Godhead is compared to the sun. Wherever there is a light, there cannot be darkness. Hearing of the Lord's pastimes is itself transcendental association with the Lord, because there is no difference between the Lord and his transcendental pastimes. to ensure to become associate with the supreme light is the dissipate all ignorance. By ignorance only, the conditioned soul wrongly thinks that both he and Lord are products of material nature. But in fact, the personality of Godhead and the living being are transcendental, and they have nothing to do with the material nature. When ignorance is removed and it is perfectly realized that there is nothing existing without the personality of Godhead, then nescience is removed. Since the gross and subtle bodies are emanations from the personality of Godhead, the knowledge of light permits one to engage both of them in the service of the Lord. The gross body should be engaged in acts of rendering service to the Lord, as bringing water, cleaning the temple, or making obeisances, etc. The path of Archana or worshipping the Lord in the temple involves engaging one's gross body in the service of the Lord. Similarly, the subtle mind should be engaged in hearing the transcendental pastimes of the Lord, thinking thinking about them, chanting his name, etc. All such activities are transcendental. None of the gross or subtle senses should otherwise be engaged. Such a realization of transcendental activities is made possible by many years of apprenticeship in the devotional service, but simply attraction of love for the personality of Godhead as it was developed in Narada Muni by hearing is highly effective. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshitarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasati Gauravaktarunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. So we are hearing the Narada Mahamuni's transformation. When Vyasadeva asked the question, he is not getting the taste, he is not getting satisfied with his writings. Narada Mahamuni is explaining his experiences. Narada Mahamuni explaining his experiences, how he became a devotee. So he explained that I was a maid servant in the previous life, and with them one day he had Uchista of Vedantis, who are self-realized persons, and after that he is hearing the transcendental subject matters from them. Then he got a taste of Supreme Personality of Godhead, unflinching taste, like which cannot be removed from him. Very strong taste he got, and then he realized that he had accepted the subtle and gross coverings because of the ignorance. So when he got that taste, when he heard about the Supreme Lord, the ignorance got removed, and he realized that both he and the Lord are transcendental. So here we can understand in the purport, Prabhupada is telling that wherever there is a light, there cannot be a darkness. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is mentioned that Krishna Surya Sama Maya Andakar Yaha Maya Yaha Yaha Maya Taha Yaha Krishna Taha Maya Nahi Adhikar. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is explaining that Krishna is equal to Surya Sama, is light. Maya is ignorance, or Tamoguna is like a darkness. Suppose if there is a light, there is no space for darkness. Similarly, if you are enlightened, if you understand the Krishna, then there is no ignorance within you. How this happened, how this ignorance got removed? By hearing, by association of the advanced devotees. By hearing, he got this taste. Sometimes, even though if we take a great birth in a great families, we will not have a taste of the Lord. Majority of them, the Indians, knows about the our culture, our Indian culture, Krishna, Bhagavad Gita, all these things, but we ignore very easily. Why? Because it's easily available. But whoever take it seriously, they will realize it. Sometimes, if the train station is next to your door, you will always miss the train. You will have a feeling like that. Oh, train station is next to me only. Why I need to worry? I can catch the train anytime. But if the train station is far away, you will be prepared and you will go to the train station 15 minutes before and eagerly waiting for the train. So this transcendental knowledge, this Vedic knowledge is available. But unless you hear that, you will not develop the taste of the Krishna consciousness. So the hearing is the very, very important aspect in Krishna Bhakti. And further, Narada Mahamuni is explaining that with the ignorance, I was thinking me and the Jiva and the Lord are a product of material nature. Some people, some atheistic people, or some mundane people, they will think like that this body is created with some chemical reaction. Even the Krishna is also some historical person like that. There are few people, they think like that. Such kind of people will not understand unless they hear from a bona fide spiritual master or a bona fide Vaishnava who heard this spiritual knowledge. But actually, in reality, Krishna is telling that both are transcendental. In Bhagavad Gita, it is mentioned that Mamai Vamso Jiva Loka Jiva Bhuta Sanatana Manas Sastendriyani Prakriti Sthani Karshati. The Jiva is part and parcel of Krishna. Mamai Vamso Jiva Loka Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. But with the influence of these six senses, Manas Sastendriyani, five senses plus mind, with these six elements, he got stuck in this Prakriti, in this material nature, and he is thinking like that he is also part of Prakriti. But actually, we are eternal parts and parcel of Krishna. When can we realize that? When we hear from a bona fide spiritual master or bona fide Vaishnava. And then this ignorance, once this ignorance has removed, we will develop the taste of the Lord. How can we remove this ignorance? And with that ignorance, the Jiva thinks like that. With that ignorance only Jiva will get this material body and subtle body. We have two bodies. One is material body that we are seeing, like with this material body is made with the Panchabhuta, fire, earth, water, ether. The another body which you cannot see, that is subtle body. Subtle body you cannot see. Subtle body is made up of with the mind, intelligence, false ego. So when anybody left the body, this subtle body will transform into another body. So because of the ignorance, Jiva got stuck in this material world. And because of the ignorance, Jiva is getting these two bodies forever. But when this ignorance is removed, then Jiva no need to take off the subtle body and material body. Both will become transcendental and they'll go back to Godhead. How the Jiva can transform this subtle body and material body into a transcendental? Here, Prabhupada is explaining, we need to engage our subtle body in the physical worship service, like temple cleaning, performing arati, cleaning the temple, getting the water, whatever. Like Ambarish Maharaj, he is engaged all his senses in the service. Savai mana Krishna padara vindayo vachamsi vaikunta gunanu varnane karau harir mandira marjanadishu. So he is engaging his ears in the service of hearing the Lord pastimes. His tongue he is engaging to glorify the Supreme Lord. His hands he is engaging cleaning the temple. His legs engaging to visit various pilgrimages. His nose engaging to smelling the garlands which are offered to the Lordships. So like that, we need to engage this material body in the service of the Lord. Like we are doing all gatherings, cooking, all this service we are doing for the devotees and Vaishnavas, that is all comes under this category. We need to engage our material body, our physical body in the service of the Krishna and his devotees. And the second one, the subtle body. How can we engage subtle body? Subtle body can be engaged by thinking about the Lord, by hearing about the Lord, by chanting the Lord. All these things we can easily engage. Krishna is telling that manmana madbhava bhakto majjajimam namaskuru mame vaishyasi yuktaivam atmanam matparayanaha. So always think of obeisances, meditate about the Lord's pastimes, then we can easily transform this subtle body into a transcendental. Technically, if you engage material body and subtle body in the service of the Lord, both will become transcendental over the period of time. How? Suppose if you touch any metal piece to a magnet for a while, for a day or two, the metal also will become transcendental. Similarly, we need to engage the subtle body and the physical body both in the service of the Lord. Automatically those will become transcendental. And carefully Prabhupada is mentioning that we should not engage these two bodies which is not related to Krishna consciousness. And also the same thing is mentioned in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Anya Abhilashita Sunyo Jnana Karmaja Anavrutam Anukulyana Krishnanusilanam. That means which is not related to Krishna consciousness, we need to avoid it. Then automatically, if you are doing only Krishna conscious activities with these two bodies over the period of time, both will become transcendental. And further, Narada Mahamuni is telling that it will take many years to transform this subtle body and material body into a transcendental. But by hearing from a pure devotee, I got this pure taste, my ignorance got removed, and myself and Lord, I understood both are transcendental. So that means the year longs of efforts can become very easy just by attentive hearing. And also the same thing is mentioned, sadhu sanga sarva shastra koi lavamatra sadhu sanga sarva siddhi hoy. All shastras are unanimously telling that the association of a pure devotee, how much time? A lavamatra, a fraction of second, sarva siddhi hoy. He will achieve everything. So this hearing is very, very powerful. By hearing only, Narada Mahamuni, even though he took the lower birth, he transformed into a great sage, eternal sage. Narada Mahamuni will never die. He will travel all over the creation and he will broadcast this message of Krishna. So, Narada Mahamuni is telling how importance of the hearing is. We need to, that's why our acharyas gave a very nice package for us. We don't want to miss any opportunity. Our package is wake up in the morning, engage our body in the service of Krishna, like cleaning our temple room and offering arati, preparing some bhoga and offer it to that. That will come. We are engaging our body into Krishna service. And then hearing and chanting, reading. So after the morning arati, what we do? We do japa and hearing Srimad Bhagavatam and reading Srimad Bhagavatam. These things, through these things, we are engaging our subtle body. And along with that, we are also doing hearing. Hearing will make us so quick in Krishna consciousness. Sometimes outside the caste brahmanas may got surprised how these people got so much devotion. Even we are practicing many years. Our parents, we are inherited with a great culture, but we are not getting this kind of unflinching devotion. How it is possible? Why? Because in Krishna consciousness, irrespective of caste, color, creed, we are performing these three things. We are engaging our body, our physical body and subtle body, and also we are hearing. So hearing is a very powerful element. And among all the senses, the ears are very sharp. How much sharp, you know? All other senses will not work when you are sleeping. Your nose will not work. Sometimes if there is any carbon monoxide produced in your house by any fire accident, so many people will die just because breathing carbon monoxide. That means the nostrils unable to recognize the smell. You cannot see, your eyes are closed. But if somebody shout, "Hey, snake, 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 snake," even though the deep sleep person will wake up and run away. So the ears are so powerful. In Srimad Bhagavatam it is mentioned that if you do not engage your ears in the hearing Krishna Katha, your ears are compared like caves which are occupied with a lot of dust and bats. Like it's like a unused cave, which is not useful. Only the bad elements will be there. Similarly, our ears are so compared like that. If you do not hear Krishna Katha, what we will do? We will hear Gramya Katha. We will hear all these mundane things. What is happening? This political, that political, which will make you more ignorant, which will make you more passionate, which will not make you transcendental or mode of goodness, and you will fall down, and you will try to adapt those things when you are engaged hearing all these mundane things. So we need to be carefully engage our senses. In other place in Bhagavad Gita, it is mentioned that like tortoise, we need to engage our senses. Tortoise, when there is a danger, it will shrink all their legs and hands under the shell. So even though somebody hit on the shell, the body will not break because shell is very heavy. Similarly, when you are dealing with your regular job or business, you may need to take association from different people. At that time, people will bring different topics. We should not pay much attention. If you pay attention, it will enter into your heart, it will enter into your mind, and it will drive you crazy, and your thoughts will go in the waste and the negative thoughts. Your positive thoughts and necessity thoughts will become lower priority. So we have to be very careful what we are hearing always. If you take any of our acharyas in our parampara, by hearing only everybody got elevated. We need to hear from the pure devotee. By seeing we cannot do anything. One time, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura, he took all his disciples for a pilgrimage. All the pilgrims visiting Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura, taking every place and explaining the different Lord's pastimes and his realizations towards that pastime. One day he got sick, and then Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura told that, my dear disciples, I'm sick today. You go and do pilgrimage yourself, take various temples darshan. Everybody left. Srila Prabhupada sat next to him. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati asked Prabhupada. At that time, Prabhupada's name is Abhay. Abhay Babu, what happened? Why you did not go for pilgrimage? Then Prabhupada told that, Maharaj, if I go without you, I can see only some deity or some building. I do not have any realization. So better I'll stay here. If you tell something and if you are discussing something, I'll get more realization towards the Supreme Lord. So better than seeing, hearing will bring us a lot of realizations. Similarly, in the Krishna pastime, when Krishna was hungry, he sent his cowherd boys to bring some prasadam nearby Brahmanas. They are performing Angirasa Yajna. Then they told that no, we are performing Yajna until we offer the bhoga to the lordships till the end. We cannot give any food to you. Go. Then Krishna sent the same cowherd boys, the wives of Brahmanas. The wives of Brahmanas, when they heard Krishna is feeling hungry, without thinking anything, immediately they had packed all their foodstuffs without thinking about their husbands and their kids and their in-laws. They came and they served the food for Krishna. Why these Brahmanas did not have that realization? Why Brahmanas' wives have that realization? Because Brahmanas' wives every day they were hearing about Krishna. When these cowherd men coming to the town to sell the butter, milk, yogurt, all these things. These Brahmana wives, they will take them to the backyard and they'll ask these cowboys, what pastime Krishna did perform today? So, what is his realization? What is that realization? So, every day after the morning, they'll come until evening, they were hearing about Krishna Katha only. So, by hearing that, this Brahmana Patnis got unlimited devotion. But Brahmanas, they were only doing rituals, the physical activities, there was no hearing. But they did not get realized, even though Supreme Lord came in front of them, they did not realize to serve him. So, similarly, if you take Dhritarashtra, all these people, Kauravas, they did not hear about the supremacy of the Lord. That's why they did not realize, even though a Lord is in front of them. So, hearing is very important from a bona fide Vaishnava. Thank you very much for joining today's class. Any questions, reflections? Okay, if there are no questions, so there is one announcement. Tomorrow is Grace Ananda Chaitanya Prabhu is coming to our center to deliver a discourse. I request everybody to come and take his association. Evening 7 to 8:30. Dinner prasadam will be served after the class. So please come enthusiastically and participate. With that, let's offer our prayers to Lord Narasimha and for the protection of our congregation and entire world. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnum Jalantam Sarvatomukam Narasimham Bhishanam Bhatram Mutyur Namamiham. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnum Jalantam Sarvatomukam Narasimham Bhishanam Bhatram Mutyur Namamiham. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnum Jalantam Sarvatomukam Narasimham Bhishanam Bhatram Mutyur Namamiham. Narasimha Bhagavan ki jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki jai. Let's offer our prayers to all assembled Vaishnavas who gave a wonderful association to hear this Bhagavatam, and also chant enthusiastically 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Vancha kalpatarobhyascha krupasindobhya eva patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Bhagavan Sri Krishna Paramatma ki jai. Amala Puranam Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Samyuddha Bhaktarvrinda ki jai. Gaur Paramanande Hari Hari Pur. We wish you a very very happy Krishna conscious day ahead. It's outside snow. Be careful while you are walking, while you are driving. We'll see you tomorrow morning 6:30 a.m. in Srimad Bhagavatam class. Hare Krishna.